Hey, did I do it? I think I did it. I have audio working and on time. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're live. It is a normal live stream. This past week, I did finally get all the morning live streams done, which was nice. And I'm still trying to figure out the formats for that. So Thursday, I'm going to be doing comics. I really enjoyed that, if I'm being quite honest. Drawing the comic was a lot of fun, so I'm going to do that every Thursday. I haven't figured out exactly what Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be, like format-wise. We're still going to do it until I figure it out, but never let lack of content stop me from live streaming, right? But yeah, I appreciate everybody who's here. We already got like 7 people here, so that's cool. Samples and tests. Hello, Shane. Welcome. I missed you, I think, last week. I don't think you were here. And then I know the timing for the morning live streams is rough, but it's great to see you. Mason and Bite Moose. Hello. Yeah, it's a pretty good day. It's very sunny today. My wife is tending bar. Normally she works on Sundays at the bookstore, but she has this Sunday off because she's tending bar at the art center where my youngest daughter recently got the full-time job, like as a facilities person. And my wife is now tending bar for multiple showings of Mamma Mia at the Great Lakes Center for the Art. Oh, you're on holiday last week. Awesome. Did you do anything fun for holiday, Shane? You child. Hello. So you child, I won't call them out too much, but a lot of you may not know this person, but this person has been a long time friend of mine. So it's great to see you here. See how I covertly tried really hard not to reveal any details about you child. Crufty. What's up? I don't recognize Crufty, so I apologize if we have already been acquainted, but nonetheless, see, to be fair, you child, I didn't even reveal that you were a woman. I referred to you in the general neutral they, but you're out. It's out now. No, yeah. Anyway, you child is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I know. So anyway, welcome to fishing. Oh, so do you want to here? I actually did go fishing yesterday. So Donna likes to, I think she likes, I don't think she just tolerates it. I think she enjoys it. We do this thing called fish reading, where I go fishing, she brings a chair and sits in the sun and reads. And so I fish and she reads. And we both, I think, have fun. But yeah, this was yesterday. Caught a big old largemouth bass. Now, yes, I did hold it closer to the camera to make it look embiggified. But it was a 12-inch largemouth. Not huge, but it was fun. It did not scare me like the last one. Did I talk about the one that I caught? It was at the same lake, actually, a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was fishing, and I'd been there in the same spot for like 20 minutes, and I'm just reeling in my lure. It was a Rebel mini crick hopper lure, top water. Hear me using all the fishing terms. Anyway, I reel it in, just getting to the shore, and literally 6 inches offshore, so maybe 18 inches from where I was standing, this 13-inch bass crashes out of the water and grabs my lure. Scared the ever-loving beans out of me. I got the fish. I pulled up, but I didn't even get to fight it because literally I set the hook and it was in the air. I was literally holding the fish. So it was, oh man, it was scary, but in a good way. But yeah, I caught a couple bass yesterday, but that was the biggest one that I just showed you the picture of. I did not need I was on shore. So, but yeah, it would have been the kind of thing where I could have seen myself tipping a kayak if I had a kayak or anything like that. You child, can Donna come in the live stream one day and make us all a virtual drink? Yes, that would be awesome. She can't today because, like I said, she is tending bar, but She could make, maybe she could make me a drink and I could drink it and y'all could watch in envy. No, Donna is pretty awesome. I have no idea why she agreed to marry me because she's not even a drinker. So it's not like she was uh, intoxicated at the time. But yeah, she's super cool. And fish reading, yeah. So that was good. That's what we did yesterday. Today we had brunch with the fam. Made pumpkin waffles. I mean, it's September now, so clearly it's fall season. So we're allowed to do things that are pumpkin flavored. Um, in Bigify, that's going in a word today. Yeah, yeah. Words that are made up. I don't think I made that one up. It doesn't feel like I made that up. I could have, but I don't think I did. Anyway, does Donna have a preferred cocktail to make? Okay, so the again, the Great Lakes Center for the Art. I feel like I'm on their marketing team now. They're really great, but there's several bars at the facility, or lounges, I guess. There's the donor lounge where you have to be like a regular donor to like go into this, and then there's like the regular people bar. I don't know. I've never been to any of them, but Donna works at the donor bar, and they don't actually have like a full bar. They have this rolling cart with some liquor in it. And so she's not a mixologist. I don't know if that's really a term that is people actually use, or if that's just a word that is a word, but not one that people use. Anyway, she hasn't tended bar before, but they do like 2 ingredient cocktails for people. So they'll do rum and coke. They'll do gin and tonic. They'll do, vodka cranberry. I don't know all the other drinks. So they'll do those, and they only have like mixers and some standard alcohol. But in the donor lounge, now these are, I mean, several of these people are billionaires, but most are just millionaires. In the donor lounge, though, there are particular donors who have like very particular taste, and so they have like standard fare. What is it, like well drink? Is that the where it's like just the standard what the bar has? Anyway, there's that. But then they have like another little handful of like, oh, this lady will only drink. I mean, I don't know fancy vodkas, but it seems to be like they have several vodkas. Like several of the ladies will only drink certain vodkas. I mean, the vodkas I know are not fancy, but yeah, and that's in the donor lounge where they will try really hard to make the donors happy. But it's only 2 ingredient cocktails. So like if you ordered something fancy, they'd be like, I'm sorry, but I could do a rum and coke. Or I don't know if I'm gonna try to do some fancy there. I don't know if you saw the episode of The Big Bang Theory where Sheldon goes into the bar and Penny is bartending, and he says he would like something Ricky. I don't even remember the name of the drink, but it was some ridiculously fancy drink. And she just poured him like a shot of, gut rot whiskey and gave it to him. And he's like, is this a rum Ricky? Whatever the Ricky drink was. And she's like, oh yeah, that's how we make it here. He's like, huh. Anyway, it just, so they might do that, but they, like somebody asked Donna for a Cosmo, and they asked Lizzie, I think, for a Cosmo. And Lizzie's like, we don't have the things to make, a Cosmo. And I don't remember what even is in a Cosmo. I think, does it have like sweet vermouth or something? I don't remember what's in there, but they didn't have the stuff for it. But the lady's like, well, I've had one before. And my thought is, did you have like a vodka cranberry with a splash of orange juice? And they're like, no, it's a Cosmo. Well, or bottom shelf. Okay. Neil, my son-in-law, has worked at a fancy yacht club. That's fancy. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of comments. Let's see. Oh, and does she have, so yeah, her preferred drink, she doesn't really. I think she enjoys it though, so maybe we'll start to do like have little get-togethers with themed drinks, and she can like learn to be a mixologist. Vegetarian dish recommendations for my kiddo is one-toned vegetarian. Oh, okay, so I mean, if you're not opposed to tofu, I just love tofu. It's so good. Um, Honestly, this is going to sound cliche, but so many Asian dishes are so good, vegetarian. I do make a lot of traditional dishes and use the fake meat, which is no better for you, I don't think, but I think it is better for the environment. Like I make a killer beef stroganoff. Um, and instead of steak pieces, they make this Beyond Meat makes a package of like, I don't know, burnt tips or whatever. There's like steak chunks, right? But it's like Beyond Steak. And I make the recipe. I have a recipe. Do you want the recipe that I use? It's so simple. It is so simple. If I can't find it, I'll be able to find it. But if I couldn't find it, I could just recite it. Let's see. We can do this. We can do it the fancy way. We can do it the fancy way. Hold on. Let's go. Yeah. All right. All right. home.brainofsean.com/recipes. And I think it's something like Sean's beef stroganoff. There we go. So yeah, it's ridiculously simple. This one is the meaty version, but here I'll copy pasta it in to the chat. There, that is my beef stroganoff recipe, and it's good with fake meat. It's good with fake crumble hamburger. It's just good. It's just so good. Unless you have issues with dairy, it has a lot of dairy. But I like dairy. Dairy's delicious. Oh no, it says that it. For some reason, my comments are messed up, or my chat. Oh no. Are we still streaming? All of my comments disappeared. Oh no, I'm so sad. Okay, we're still here, and I can say, go. All right, well, let me go to live stream chat. Oh, that was weird. All right, I won't be able to pop them up on the screen because they all disappeared from Restream. You still see the comments. Good. Okay, so like the link came through at least, right? Now, that's the important part. You can get my super ridiculously easy and low pain beef stroganoff recipe. Nonetheless, I'll look at the comments because thankfully we also send the comments to Discord. So Bite Moose asks, there's a story. That stroganoff recipe is worth killing off the comments that disappeared. It's so good. I made it yesterday. And it's the best. It's so good and so stinking easy, especially if you're not using actual like steak where you have to like cook it properly so it's like tender and juicy and you're just using like some fake meat product. Oh, it's easy and fast and wonderful. Bite Moose asks, how did you and Donna meet? I'm guessing she was tending bar and someone asked for something with hair and it turns out it was green hair. No, nothing so high class. I met Donna. She lived in a town called Indian River, which is about a half hour, 40 minutes away from Sheboygan, where I grew up in Michigan. And I took a summer job at a canoe livery, and I was, I'll be honest, those summers I was pretty fit. I wore a tank top. I was tan. I was pretty muscular because that summer I drove bus, but I also hauled canoes over my head to load up trailers and pick them up off the side of the river and stuff. So I was tan, in good shape. Bus drivers were the coolest of all the employees at the canoe livery. And that's how I met. I thought she was the granddaughter of the owner, so I was kind of afraid to talk with her, I guess. But I was washing life jackets. And then I came into the store and the first thing she ever said to me is, boy, you're going to make somebody a good husband someday. And here we are, like 2 years later. I did. So anyway, yeah, we met at a canoe livery. She was the person behind the counter, and I was the bus driver. I'm a year older than her. I had just finished my first year of college, and I was coming back to work at the summers, and she had just graduated from high school. And we got married when she was 19 and I was 20. We were just kids. All right. Okay. So yeah, that's how we met. Bottom stuff, Stoli or Grey Goose. One of them was so Neil, I guessed that the fancy one was Stoli, but it wasn't. It wasn't Grey Goose. In my mind, Grey Goose is pretty pretty decent, but standard bar stuff. It was maybe it was Stoli. I don't remember. Oh, hold on. You child has a fancy vodka. I almost called you by your first name, you child. That was a close one. Oh my gosh, Donna Powers. Hello, we're talking about you. Dee Powers is my wife, y'all. She's tending bar and watching the Twitch stream. Hello, Donna. We would like for you to join the live stream, and we could do cocktails together someday. You could mix drinks for us because you are a bartender. It's so cool that you're here. Hi, Donna. I was talking about how we met. Wait, you child's fancy vodka story. I went out with some very fancy Texan ladies a couple weeks ago. Oil money. Okay. All right. Beluga Gold vodka, they tell me. It's the only vodka to drink, they say. Okay. Okay, Donna, if you're still there, and you might not. I mean, you're literally working. But if you're still listening, what was the fancy vodka? Was it Stoli? I just can't remember. Millie, you're fine. You're okay. Okay, I think I did fix the thing so I can take Millie out. So let me catch up on comments real quick, and I'll take Millie out. We'll try the remote cam to see if that works. Cosmo and lime cranberry with vodka, vermouth, so it's like a Manhattan. Okay, yeah. Jameson's is good. Mason, I really like Jameson's to drink. I usually, if I'm drinking something, it'll either be, honestly, Jameson's is one of my favorites. I love Irish whiskey in general, but, or I'll drink a bourbon like Woodford Reserve. I like to sip Woodford Reserve. Tofu. Okay, that's where I posted the thing. And then we're back to the comments working here. I still have comments to catch up on, but we're going to try this. Okay. We're going to try. All right. Cause I set it up. The problem was I just had to reboot my mixer. Like if you remember, I don't know when I tried this last, but, I couldn't get audio to work while I was streaming, with my remote cam. And it was just that I had to reboot my mixer. The mixer is too smart for its own good. Okay. I'm going to mute this one. This one. All right. Is this working? Before I go, tell me if there's audio. Oh, and I should scroll down the chat so I can see. I think there is. Oh, yeah. I see the little bouncy thing. So I'm guessing it's working. So we're going to go. All right, Millie, let's go outside. Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. I hope it just continues to work. I will feel really silly if this isn't working, but I think it is, and I can't see any comments, so you could just talk smack about me the whole time, and I wouldn't even know. All right. Millie is very excited, by the way. All right. All right. Putting on her harness. Because taking Millie out doesn't just mean open the door and let her go. It's a whole thing. Okay. Okay, hopefully that works. I'll show you Millie, but I'll wait until she's done peeing, and give her some privacy. There's Millie. Millie. Miller. Millie. Say hi to Grandpa's phone for some reason. All right, there's lots of sniffs to sniff, so we'll sit out here. Just give her a minute. It can be a quick trip to the bathroom. No, don't just stare at bunnies. Come on. There are so many bunnies in our neighborhood. Bunnies, bunnies, bunnies. All right, I think we're done. All right, come on. Come on, I'll give you a treat. You did that one trick. You peed outside. That's the only requirement I have for doggos. There you go. Treat, treat, treat. All right. I hope this worked. Oh, you want to see some? Hold on. Check out this light. So this is a pretty cool little plant fixture. Boom, lights go on. Boom, more lights go on. But not only is it a physical switch that turns them on and off, it's also programmable, so I can do that, and it just turns all the lights off. So awesome, right? Nobody asked, but all right. Hope it worked. How did it go? Did you hear me the whole time? Did audio work? I hope audio worked. Somebody said bunnies are life. So I'm assuming that means you could hear me talk about bunnies, because I don't think you actually got to see her staring at one. All right, we're back. You can hear me. Awesome. I'm glad that worked. Glad I figured it out. And I don't know why it didn't occur to me that I just needed to turn it off and turn it back on. You don't think about a mixer being something that you should have to turn off and on, but it's such a smart mixer. It's the Rodecaster Duo, and it's got a lot of smarts inside. And for some reason, the auxiliary input, USB input, it said it was working, but it just didn't do anything. So anyway, okay, I'll catch back up on comments. Let's see me working. You can see your comments. Oh, these are fairly old. Your recipe request killed it. Yeah. So because it killed the stream, you really have to try it, unless you guys don't like dairy. Because like I said, it's very dairy. It's very dairy forward, but it's amazing. It's amazing in its simplicity too. Something, I mean, you can do the entire thing in the amount of time it takes to cook a box of noodles. That's the longest part of it. So, Dwayne, hello. It has been a minute. It's great to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm still so stoked that Donna stomped in, and I'm guessing she's busy. I mean, like I said, she's working, but she's there, and she joined via Twitch, helping me get to that affiliate level, which is just awesome. Awesome, Donna. Sheboygan. So, okay, yes, and so I think the one in Home Alone, oh, in fact, I'm positive, because it's the one where John Candy is from, right? Like John Candy as the polka band guy who like helps get her home or something. Or was that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? It might have been, anyway, whichever it was. Yeah, Sheboygan. It's Sheboygan, Wisconsin. But my Sheboygan, Michigan, is actually with a C. Is Home Alone. Okay, but yeah, so they talk about Sheboygan, Wisconsin, but I grew up in, I mean, I was born and grew up until the second half of 8th grade. I was inner city Detroit. But then my family moved up to Sheboygan, Michigan with a C. And oh wait, Tanuki Zoo, are you in Sheboygan? On the other side of the lake? Because that would be fascinating to me, that somebody literally here is from the other Sheboygan. All right. You child. Oh, for Madison. Okay, but closer to that Sheboygan than my Sheboygan. You child, VI or Emacs. Yeah, I don't know if we do. I tend to be one of the people that like even in my YouTube training about such things, I'm like, hey, you could do whichever you want. They're open source. Whatever you pick is fine with me. I just tend to be VI. And every time I do a course like at CBT Nuggets or pretty much anywhere, but I mean, that's where I've done the majority of courses. I do have to like explain to learners that, hey, I'm using VI, but you do not have to. In fact, I recommend you use Nano because it's so much easier to learn and more, it just makes more sense. but so much muscle memory goes into using or to doing VI that I find myself, I always make the anecdote. It's true. There's a lot of Word documents in my world that at the bottom you'll see :WQ as the last line, just out of habit that I've done that when I'm quitting. And yeah, anyway, I'm a VI person, but we don't judge here. Cradle Robber. Yeah, I got to say, I don't have it handy, but in our wedding photo, Dwayne, I have a full-on mullet, and it's very clear that Donna had, I had no right being with a woman as awesome as Donna. Why she married me, I assure you it was personality, not looks, and my mullet is even more proof of that. So yeah. Dun, 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 dun. And you child is somebody who has seen me tipsy. So she could testify. I'm a silly, this is going to be no surprise to anybody, but I am a bit of a silly person when I get tipsy. So yeah, DJ Eric, hey, it is great to see you. I know we've had the conversation that like you don't go by DJ, but it's still in my brain. Whenever I see your account anywhere on any of the platforms, I still think DJ Eric with your last name, which isn't there, so I'm not going to say it. But yeah, so in my brain, you're the entire thing. Oh, let's see. Oh, did we set? Oh, wow. I feel like this is fighting words. And I'm probably behind the conversation here because I know I am behind on things. Irish coffee. Coffee of any kind. This is just plain coffee. This is fancy Apex series from Higher Grounds in Traverse City. And if I were a real streamer, I would have an affiliate link to the coffee that I'm drinking, but I am not good at the money part of stuff. So I'll just tell you, it's awesome. Higher Grounds Trading.com or something. So good. Anyway. Yeah, you can see at my nose. So that was really the purpose of it. It's schnoz cam. Yeah. I have not. I'm glad that I didn't get to remix that thing. I'm glad Millie didn't trip me. Also, she gave me a courtesy pee too outside. I don't think she really had to go outside at all. She just wanted to chase rabbits. And yes, Millie is half pit bull, half Australian shepherd. That's what she is. And her littermate, her sister, is a little taller and with a. I'm trying to be very kind to Millie. She is more slender than Millie, and it's funny because she's a lot faster, but Millie has more oomph to her, and so they've grown up together. They don't live at the same house now, but they see each other a lot, and it's funny to see them play because Gemma, Millie's sister, is so much faster. But Millie, when she does get her, she'll bowl her over. So anyway. This is true. I've seen a picture of this bunny that you child has, and yeah, it's adorable. We have the ones that we have. They're like just wild gray bunnies, and they're all over. And we live in town, which is strange, but they really truly are just all over the place. It's not really fall here. It is. It's 67 degrees Fahrenheit. So, is that cold? It doesn't seem cold to me. It seems like a nice temperature for me. But you're in Texas, which you already said, so I'm not like spilling any tea. And I got to think 67 might be wintertime weather for you. So anyway, Samples and Tests asks, how's the Twitch affiliate progress going? You want to look? Let's look together. Oh, dear. Twitch Twitch.tv. I don't think it's going to reveal anything, but I will. I can't. I have like all like 2-factor auth, and it's like complicated and.
Nice. Good.
Oh, here we go. I'll just if I do this, I think we can see together. Let's see. Does this work? Yeah. So according to Twitch, I have 51 followers. There's actually more, but it takes them a couple days to officially count somebody as an affiliate, or like to count towards the affiliate, but I have enough there. I have to stream at least 8 hours per month. I'm already there. It says stream 7 days per month. 6, that's not counting this. So this will be the 7th. So this very stream is going to tick that box. And the number of average viewers, that's the only one that I don't know. But I'll be honest, there's a ton of people watching right now. And that's kind of exciting. So I gotta think it won't be too long. I was hoping to get it done by September, but obviously not quite there, but getting very, very close. So yeah, we're very, very close. And I've lost my mouse. There we go. So yeah, that we're getting close. So close. And we have 8. Let's see this. Oh yeah. There's 1 person watching on Facebook, 10 people on YouTube, and 8 people on Twitch. So I gotta think 8 people is gonna like tip that scale a little. Boom. Awesome, which I appreciate. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Samples and Tests. So going back in nerd history here. When I was in college or university and email was all done via command line, there were 2 competing email clients. There was Pine and there was Elm. I just happened to pick Elm for whatever reason, and the default editor in Elm was VI. But yes, Pine was the other really popular email client at the time, and Pico was its editor of choice. And then Pico, I don't know the story how Pico was no longer developed, or if Pico still is. I don't even know. Maybe it wasn't kind of open source. I don't know. But Nano has taken over, and obviously just a play on words. But so Nano used to be Pico. So yes, that is part of a story that so few people were ever a part of. And you, child, remembering Elm, that is awesome and shows your nerdiness. So I used Elm, and that's how I first learned VI. And of course, it was over 2400 baud modem that I did all that, because I was in college and that was the modem that I had, and we had to dial up because there was no hardwired internet connection at all. So yeah. And we're a nerdy bunch here. The Google training is going better. Better than I think the last time you were here. I struggled some, and it was it's still hard because most of the types of things that I have to teach about Google Cloud right now, I'm doing the ACE course. A lot of it is how to know the best solution, or what is the best use cases for each individual thing. The problem is if you haven't used them each, because you can usually solve a problem 10 different ways with 10 different tools, but it's like, which one is best? So I've just had to deep dive on every one of them and then get the pros and cons, and then just talk through why you would choose one over the other. So it's been challenging, but I really thought I was failing about 2 weeks ago. And then I started to feel a little bit better. So it's getting better. It's a long answer to a short question, I realize. But yeah. Still use filters. Filters where? So now, you child. Boy, I almost said your first name again. I'm really struggling to not be that guy. Filters like video filters, filters like email filters, filters like milters, like in because milter with I think I can apply a Milter filter on my postfix. I mean, I host my own email, and I have quite a few filters on there. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what filters. Uh, it's true. It's true. I also, yeah, I'm a very, very cheap date in that regard. I'm a lightweight. I drink one full strength cocktail and I feel it. And any more than that, and things just get silly quick. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of pit bulls too. Um, I'm sure there are some pit bulls that are horrible, but there's some of everything that are horrible, and I don't think it's their breed because they're just such loving dogs. But anyway, yeah. And it's funny. Are the puppies that I talk about a lot, and like you just saw, they are not good with new people. There's like this process that warm up, or like they have to stay on a leash, and then like have to slowly introduce them, and like slowly give them treats, and then like if you stand up, they have to be on a leash because they'll like freak out, like, oh my gosh, it's somebody new, it's a new person, or it's the same person, but they're standing up. That's dangerous. And honestly, that is their Australian Shepherd side, which is like a paranoid sheep herding instinct or whatever. They're bred to be anxious about things. And so that's the part. It's not the pit bull that makes them not great around people. It's that half of them. So, and plus they were COVID puppies, so they didn't get socialized really well. But anyway. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Well, hold on. Let's see if I,
Does this work? Is this a filter? Do I sound funny? I can't hear myself, so I don't know.
But that's supposed to be a monster filter. So did I sound monstrous? I hope I did. I very rarely use it. I don't think I've ever used it in the live stream. So Carly, thank you for mentioning filters because, yeah. Dwayne's stepdaughter has a 90 plus pound blue pitty. Oh my gosh. So Donna, who I'm sure, even if she's watching, she can't respond because she's working, but she really wants a blue pitty. They're just so cool looking. They really, really are. 86 in Pennsylvania. Ugh. Yeah, that's hot. It is. Yeah. 67 right now. It is very sunny and the sun is hot. But 67, it's hard to complain about. Eric, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're just trying to get that final metric, average number of viewers. So, yeah, I think I'm almost caught up on chat. It's a great problem to have. Like, too many people are saying awesome things, and I can't catch up. Lewis is here. Welcome, Lewis. This is interesting. Pico and Nano is a copyright or trademark issue with the college that developed Pine. Was Dave Taylor a part of Pine? Dave Taylor of Linux Journal fame, one of the people that also wrote for Linux Journal. For some reason, I think he has a connection to Pine. Or maybe Pine and Pico. I don't know. I might have to look that up. Yeah, because now I'm curious. I do remember that he had something to do. I think it was with Pine. So now I'm really curious. And maybe next time I talk to him, I won't bring that up if it's a point of contention. 300 baud modem. So 300 baud modems were when you had like the phone and you like had to put it on the little speaker things, right? Like the War Games movie. My first modem was a 2400 baud modem. It was not 300 baud, but still. You child. First of all, I have to say, you child, thank you for the questions and the topics, because sometimes I will just yammer on about the craziest things, but having questions, things to actually answer is pretty awesome. So I appreciate that. Labor Day looks like me being at home, probably making Google Cloud content because Donna works. She works at the bookstore, 10-hour day. It's a vacation place up here in northern Michigan. I live in Petoskey now, not Sheboygan, but so Labor Day is a holiday. It's like the last big hurrah. So it's very busy in town. So everybody who has any job that works with like retail, or especially if they're like tourist focused, everybody works. So it's like not really a vacation-y sort of holiday. Most holidays up here are not really very vacation-y. They're usually like, well, of course we work. It's a holiday. Everybody's here. So yeah. I have to admit, I never did that. Probably because we never could afford 2 phone lines. I had the 2400 baud modem, and then I think I might have gone straight to a 56K after that. Like I just kept the 2400. I was thinking I had a 14.4, but that was my college friend who had that. I think I always had the 2400 baud, and then when came home from college, got a 56K, which couldn't even connect at 56K theoretic. It had a theoretical limit of 53K and normally connected at 33.6, but I digress. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Mai Tai. So I do really like Long Island iced teas. It's like one of my favorite cocktails. And yeah, it's all liquor and it doesn't taste like it. It tastes like iced tea for no good reason. It's crazy. That is like some magic that happens in the Long Island iced tea glass, but I do like them. And yeah, I can't drink more than one. Anyway. Yes. So it's funny. I never had that. The phone coupler, for like the 300 baud modem kind of thing. But I did have a whole bunch of like stuff like that we lost in the fire. And honestly, it's probably a good thing because I'd have a difficult time getting rid of it because of all the feels. And so, yeah, I'm not saying everybody should have their house burned down, but it is a good way to help you purge stuff that you probably shouldn't keep anyway. And yeah, Labor Day around these parts is a labor intensive day because, which is ironic, but nonetheless, yeah. Oh, a Linux question or comment here. I don't know if you're still here. I know I'm so far behind on comments. I apologize for that. And I don't know how to say your name. Is the J and H sound? Is it Hyro? If so, cool. If not, I apologize for saying your name wrong. But I want to thank you for the Linux Plus lectures. Yes, your presentation. Oh, engaging. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And they're not done, but I hope that might be one of the things we do on Monday. Like on Thursdays, I'm drawing my comic. Maybe on, Tuesday or Wednesday, I start drafting up some actual content for YouTube, and we could work on that together while we talk. Probably not Tuesday. I think Tuesday is just going to be just fun. It's kind of starting the week. So anyway, but thank you for the kind words. I really greatly appreciate that. Hyro, yes, awesome. I said it right. You know what though? My son-in-law, who may or may not still be here, he is half Colombian, half Mexican, and so Spanish is more and more a part of our lives. So I'm glad that at least my brain went to that. Probably doesn't make a J sound, Sean. So a good little aging man for thinking outside of his normal box. So awesome. Well, welcome. And thank you for sticking around long enough for me to see the comments. Sorry it took me so long. You child, what is the last book I read? Let's look. Where's my phone here? And by read, so I listen to most books. Because I'll do that while I'm doing other stuff like mowing or doing dishes or fishing or anything. So currently I'm reading through the Temeraire series by Naomi Novik. And let's see, no, it's not that one. I'm currently on book 8 of the 9-book series, Blood of Tyrants by Naomi Novik. It's a really good series, and I'm going to finish it because I'm on book 8 and there's 9. But it does drag a little, and some of the books just start to drag. And I recommend the books, but I'm not sure if I recommend reading the entire series. It's an alternate history of the Napoleonic Wars, but with dragons. I mean, that's a fun premise, right? And it's good writing, it's enjoyable writing, but I don't know, books 6 and 7 maybe. Some of them just kind of would drag a little. So yeah, that's and now it's still. I see other questions. I have more stuff to talk about. I'm so excited, but also, you child, Man, that was close. Almost said it. Donna is currently reading. I'm going to say what she is reading. She is reading The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. And I've overheard, like she does this thing where sometimes she'll do the audio, sometimes she'll do the book. She has the book and she'll like kind of do both at the same time, or she'll just, does both. And it sounds really interesting, and it's written with humor. And I always enjoy books that are written regardless of the topic. If there's some humorous writing, I like that. And so I'm going to read that. I don't know if I'm going to finish the Temeraire books before I read this or not, because book 2 in the Cerulean Chronicles like just came out or is about to come out. And so I want to read this one. But yeah, The House in the Cerulean Sea is it sounded really fun when the snippets that I heard that Donna was reading too. Let's see. Samples and tests 2400, 14.4, 28.8, and 20. All right. Oh yes, absolutely. You did. Yes. You mentioned about that. And, yeah, I don't have any modems anymore. I mean, any dial up, like telephone analog modem things anymore. Ooh, a picture of Long Island iced tea. I don't think I've ever told the story here. What time? How are we doing on time? We're doing okay. So I have a friend named Ben who I don't think he's ever seen a live stream. Some friend he is. No. Ben and I used to do this thing where we would watch a movie together, streaming, and drink a themed cocktail to go along with the movie. And we recorded them thinking, oh, we're going to do something, we'll might turn this into a live or into a like podcast, a video podcast or whatever. But two things. One, it's like literally the whole movie playing. So we can't, because it would be a copyright infringement thing. And two, we end up getting a little bit schnockered, and we're probably not safe for streaming. I mean, it could be edited, but yeah, so it was just a bad idea all around. But we probably, did 3 or 4 movies. Anyway, one of the movies we did was what I think is one of the worst movies ever made, The Boy Who Could Fly. And the themed drink for that was an aviator. Aviator? Which one is the aviator or aviation? One of them is the gin. The other one is the drink. Anyway, the drink, where you get like, or you have to get the Empress gin because it's blue. And it has creme de violet in it. Anyway, it's perfectly fine. It's a good drink. And I was going to save time and I made a whole pitcher of it. But remember, I'm a lightweight and I drank the whole pitcher, and I just drink too fast. I'm watching the movie and I'm frustrated. I just like downed it and I drank a whole pitcher myself. Oh, I was so sick. It was horrible. And we've never watched another movie like that again. I don't know if that's why, but oh, it was bad. Yeah, famous Sean quotes. I'm not saying you should have your house burned down, but there are some good to that. Episode of Bob's Burgers, a Brazilian instructor's name. I don't know, but they say with a hard J. Now, do they say it with a hard J like wrong, or is that how they say it? Like that's how it's pronounced in the episode? Like, is that how they wanted it pronounced? I'm curious, or maybe you don't know. I forgot I was even doing this. So this is a bone conduction headset. This is by, this is one that I've had for a long time. It says Aftershocks on the side. That was the brand. But the company changed their name just to Shokz, SHOKZ. And they have amazing bone conduction headsets. I just love them so much. This one is, the only thing about this is the battery's starting not to last as long, but they don't make this model anymore. But the Shokz brand, any of them are going to be great. They're incredible. I really, really like them. The best thing about them is if you're ever around me and I'm wearing them, I'll have you do this thing where you put them on and you can hear things just fine. And the idea is if you're walking along, you can hear what's happening around you while you're listening to your headphones. So like if you're jogging, like I would jog, but if you're walking outside and somebody were to like honk a horn, you hear it because your ears are completely open. But you can still hear it because of, bone conduction in your head bone or whatever. But the cool thing is, if you plug your ears or you put in earplugs while you're wearing them, it is completely immersive, and it sounds like you have like a complete stereo system in your skull. You can't hear anything. I mean, your earplugs are in, but it completely fills your oral sensories, AUREL senses with sound. It's amazing, and it's so weird that it gets louder when you plug your ears. But anyway, I'll stop. But yeah, they're really really cool. I'm a huge fan of bone conduction, and especially these. Dwayne, yes, you have not been on the live stream for quite a while. Yes, I've been fishing a lot. So went fishing once. A friend of mine came from Kansas and wanted to go fishing. So like I got a fishing license, and like I actually had to buy another pole and some things, and we went. I didn't catch anything. Everybody but me caught some. My son-in-law Neil, who is still here on the stream, he fishes a lot too, and so the three of us went, and they both caught stuff. I didn't catch anything. It was fine, but I kind of got the bug, and I've been fishing a lot since. And yeah, like yesterday, I got a 12-inch largemouth bass. Not a huge one, but it was a tiny little lake, and not known for like awesome bass fishing in the little lake. And anyway, yeah, it's I've been fishing a lot lately. A lot. I have no interest in ice fishing though, so I think it's going to be a kind of thing where I'm so excited for spring so I can go fishing again. I don't think I'm going to go ice fishing, but yeah, I've had a great time. Really, really great time. I will. So the ones that I have, like I said, are no longer available. But here, I'll link to, I have some in my wish list, which I know you can't see because I am not logged in Firefox to the, what's the Amazon? The Amazon? I'm not logged into the Amazon. So the ones that if these die and I have to get a new pair, I'll probably get the separate ones. Here, I got a link for you. Copy. That is they're like individual ones. They hook on your ear separate. The only, because right now I'm going to turn around. So that thing, if you lean back, sometimes it's like uncomfortable. Whereas if there was one in each ear, I think it would be maybe a little more comfortable. But anything by that brand is going to be amazing, and can't say enough how much it would be a safe buy. Any other products are going to be a safe buy. So yeah. All right, where'd I go? There we go. John Scalzi, I don't know. Oh, I commented or did the wrong one. I don't know if Scalzi has written anything recently. The Kaiju Preservation Society was really good. I think the most recent one that he wrote that I read was something about the villain. It's got the picture of the cat on the front. It's not Assistant to the Villain. That's a different story. So Donna reads so many books now. I don't know, but Donna even got it autographed because he was at a book conference that she was at, and he signed it for me. It was personalized even. Hold on. No, I don't know where it is. Starter Villain. I still didn't find it, but I just remembered it. That's the name of the book. It's a really fun book, and so is Kaiju Preservation Society. They're both standalone. John Scalzi writes things with a real humorous tone. Again, I really like books that have humorous writing, and yeah, so I recommend either of those books really well. Oh, Scott, good. I am glad, and I was a little bit worried. Yeah, Scott let me know that he was headed to the ER, so you're better. That's good. I'm glad. I'm doing well. See, Yeah, you child, you blame the keyboards, but I think we were talking about vodka, and maybe you were like, we could do a vodka while we're watching the live stream, and maybe that's what's going on. Because I knew that this was supposed to be stories, but I mean, you could blame autocorrect. You could say your autocorrect is you could say that your autocorrect is now using AI and it's hallucinating. See, that's the new thing. I'm going to say that from now on when I really type something poorly. Let's see. On a few books. Hold on. And we're almost out of time. I'm going to catch up on the comments before we're out of time. One of the few book series I've heard people laugh out loud while reading is the Discworld. Oh, yeah. So can you see this high? These are all Discworld books. There's some more over here. I can only read them in small doses because sometimes it's a little too silly for me, which I know is hard to believe, but I can read I can't binge all 30 books. I have to read one at a time. Northern Chimp, hello late. But yeah, Terry Pratchett, he's just a cool guy. Let's see. Dwayne says, last book was part of the Doc Holliday series. Oh. See, I don't know either one of those series, and now I might have to go look. You child, you ask about books, and I don't know if you were looking for book recommendations or you were keeping the conversation going. Either way, I appreciate it. If you haven't read Project Hail Mary, oh my gosh, it may have taken the spot as my favorite book from the same author, because my previous favorite book was The Martian, but Project Hail Mary, I just love it. It's just so amazing. So anyway, Mystery Science Theater has a 24/7 stream. That's amazing. Yeah, why is anybody here? That sounds great. Nevertheless, let's see. Aftershocks for the win. Yes. Oh, I'm almost to the end of both the live stream and the comments. Oh, Mary, my sister, we have 2 really nice ice shanties you could try. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't like the cold. And I know ice shanties are warm. And even Neil, yeah, an insulated ice shanty. I'll probably go. I don't know. We'll see. I won't say absolutely no, but I have such low desire. Yeah. Okay. Lake Superior never freezes over well enough that I would ever want to go on it, because Lake Superior, I mean, it doesn't usually freeze over, but it does occasionally. And yeah, that's, oof. If it's not a super cold winter, I wouldn't want to be on anyway. The stream is getting too choppy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Samples and Tests. I don't know why that is. I don't think it's me. I think it must be Restream. I mean, I only have the one stream. Well, I mean, I guess my bird cam is live, but not even using a quarter of the bandwidth I have. So I don't know. Sorry if it's getting choppy though. All right. Maybe it was your computer. Hopefully it wasn't the stream. Yeah, Bite Moose. This hour did go fast. And yeah, Shane, I agree. Project Hail Mary is just so good. I really, really like it. And they're making a movie out of it. I probably said that a bunch of times before, but they are making a movie out of Project Hail Mary, and I forgot who Grace was going to be. Ryland Grace, the main character. I forgot who it was. But he was going to be the Barbie actor. Ken, who was that? Ryan Gosling, maybe? Ryan Gosling might be Ryland Grace. That might be the casting for it. But I'm so excited for it. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you were saying that's who the Barbie guy is or if that's who it is, but I think that's who was casted in the role of Ryland Grace for the upcoming movie, Project Hail Mary. And it's just so good. Oh gosh, I just love it so much. Both. Okay. Cool. Samples of test. It is you and your computer. Okay. Fair enough. But it's time to go. Anyway, Good Omens. Yeah. So we watched some of that. Yeah, David Tennant, Michael Sheen. I mean, that's a knockout combo right there. Anyway, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. So many people this is by far the most people that have been in the live stream. So I thank everybody for that. I appreciate it. And and Twitch has 12 people currently tuned in. So y'all are incredible. Thank you. And okay, I know now it's even like a minute after, but I'm just gonna say, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. my time, whatever that ends up being for you. And if you're on the West Coast, I mean, that's 4 a.m. Please don't get out of bed. But we'll eventually get a format. But Thursday is going to be a comic for sure. And we'll figure out the other 2 days when they get here. So anyway, have a great week, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. And I will see you next time. Bye. Awkward moment when I have to figure out how